Welcome to the Bellhop High Five, a web series that we developed highlighting the top 5 things we think you should check out in the cities our app calls home. First up on the list, Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're going to take a look at 5 places that we think you need to check out. Our first Bellhop's High Five goes out to Southern Squeeze. They've got 2 locations here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and today we're joining them in the heart of the Innovation District to find out why people love this healthy choice. I'm joined here with Kelsey Vasileff, founder of Southern Squeeze, to find out not only about this juice company, but how it went from juice company to full-fledged restaurant. Kelsey, thanks for having us, and we really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. You know, we did start as organic smoothie and juice bar. We constantly got asked over and over, you know, give us more food. So that's exactly what we did. And we've had such an amazing response from Chattanooga, and really people come from beyond, from Atlanta, Knoxville, Nashville, just to come eat here looking for a great plant-based menu. It's grown and it's expanded, and we're happy to be here for the public.
Very cool. Do you care if we go back in the kitchen and you kind of show us what goes on behind the scenes a little bit? Okay, cool. So we're heading into the kitchen to find out a little bit more about this restaurant here, because it's all plant-based, right?
Yep, it sure is.
And then what are these folks here working on and doing?
So this is Alyssa, and she is working on our pulp crackers. So our pulp crackers are made from exactly that, our recycled pulp.
And then we've got something else going on this side.
Jen is working on our take of a pad thai, and so you can tell that all of our dishes have a ton of color you've eaten here before, and we really want to utilize all different kinds of colors because that means more nutrients in the body, and that's what we're all about. These little clear noodles, you should taste one, is actually a type of seaweed, but not your traditional type of seaweed. They actually are great in a wide range of diets.
Super crunchy too.
Yeah, they're great. They're really crunchy. They take on any type of flavor. They're really low in calories, and they're really high in different minerals like calcium.
The next stop on the Bellhop's High Five is not just a place for you, it's a place for your dogs too. Number 2 on our list of Bellhop's top 5 is PlayWashPint, where beer meets dogs. So I'm here with Bob Poore, co-owner of PlayWashPint, to find out a little bit more about how he came up with the idea to mix dogs and beer. Bob, tell me a little bit about where the idea came from and how things are going here.
I mean, the idea came kind of out of frustration, really. We were trying to do a daycare boarding facility model, and we're having a hard time squeezing that into downtown. And so we just started spitballing some ideas, and then when we married the 2 concepts, an outdoor dog park with a pint bar, it just seemed to make sense, and it was a hard one to turn down not to do.
Yeah, so you kind of took 2 of your favorite things, mixed them together, and we're like, people will really get into this.
People should like this. I mean, simple ideas sometimes are fantastic, and this is a simplistic idea that has really taken off.
Okay, so we've seen the dogs outside and all the fun that they're having in the park, but the humans have to have fun too. So let's talk a little bit about the beers that you guys have, not only in cans, but also on tap here.
Yeah, so what we're trying to do is just represent anything new and trending in the beer industry. So we've really cultivated a great list of sours, IPAs. We do our part to bring all the local brews we can in. It's about bringing the dog here. All they care about is getting out, being with other dogs, playing out in the leash park. We got to give something for the humans to bring here too, a treat for those.
So this is like a great way to meet new people when you come to town as well. Very cool. And then you've got some on tap too. Do you want to show a couple of those?
Awesome.
So 6 beers on tap, bring my dog. I can get not only stuff in a can, but I can get beer on tap here, and these kind of change out, right?
Right, and if you're a member, you get 4 days a week when these are on happy hour. But yeah, we're changing them out each week. We keep some of our favorites on. Odd Story is always a really fan favorite. They're a local brewing company, keep them on a lot. Lagunitas is a dog themed.
Number 3 on our list is Flying Squirrel. This local hotspot is known for good conversation mixed with good drinks. Let's step inside and talk to the owner to find out a little bit more. We're here with Max Poppel, co-owner and founder of Flying Squirrel, to talk a little bit about not only the great architecture that this building has, but the amazing bar and offerings it has for people here in the city of Chattanooga. Max, thanks for having us.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. We want to first start and talk just about the architecture, because this building is not only amazing inside, but it's pretty amazing to look out from the outside, right?
Well, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Our lead architect, Thomas Palmer, had a large hand in that. You know, we kind of had this vision for a grand open communal space, and he was able to take that and come up with a sketch that really looks a lot like what we have here today.
So what do you think is attracting people to the downtown area?
Sure. Well, for us in Chattanooga in general, it's the outdoors. My business partner and I are rock climbers. We moved here for the climbing over a decade ago. Eventually started the businesses here. Our sister business, Crash Pad, next door is our base camp for all the outdoor enthusiasts coming through town. And this place actually grew from the desire to be able to serve liquor, and we thought this neighborhood could use some more nightlife and Sunday brunch. So we really want to have you guys enjoy coming out here with your friends and just have beautiful stuff to look at and being able to bring the inside outside.
What do otters, sturgeon, gators, and sharks have in common? They're found at number 4 on our list, the Tennessee Aquarium. We're here with Thom Benson, the Director of External Affairs with the Tennessee Aquarium. Thom, tell us a little bit about how the Tennessee Aquarium started and where it is today.
You know, the Tennessee Aquarium really has a remarkable story. Started in the 1980s with a long-term visioning process for the city of Chattanooga. And when they finally landed on the idea of building an aquarium, the governor at the time said, if you're going to build an aquarium, go big. And so they made it the world's largest freshwater aquarium. It acted as the economic engine to spur other revitalization, but it also served as a focal point for education and conservation work. So when people come to the Tennessee Aquarium, they not only have a lot of fun with their family and see these amazing animals from all over the world, but they really get a rich educational experience about how water connects all life, and it's important for us to take care of the water in our backyard, because as it moves downstream, it impacts everything else in the world.
So how many animals are here in this entire facility?
We have more than 12,000 animals, both freshwater and saltwater.
And there's kind of 2 locations on the campus, right?
Absolutely. We have 2 buildings. The one that you're on right now is the River Journey building, and that's where most of our freshwater exhibits are. Next door is the Ocean Journey building, which features penguins and lemurs and sharks and reef fish. But the story really is how water connects that life, because the river that runs behind the Tennessee Aquarium, the Tennessee River, is our connection to the world ocean.
So the architecture of this building, can you tell us a little bit about that at all? Because this is probably one of the standout, unique buildings in the city.
Absolutely. The Tennessee Aquarium is Chattanooga skyline. The glass peaks really were designed in a very special way to help us, one, provide some unique exhibits underneath those glass peaks, but 2, give something that was very much a signature for Chattanooga.
What do you think is unique to Chattanooga that's bringing people to this town?
There's a quality of life here that's, in a mid-sized American city, is unlike any other. When you have a world-class facility like the Tennessee Aquarium right here in a mid-sized city, that says a lot. And then there's fine dining, there's recreation, there's outdoor recreation that's equal to what's available in the Smokies, in a very unique place that has a lot of offerings for just about everybody.
Our High Five journey ends on a high note with High Point Climbing Gym. Let's head inside and take a look at this downtown playground. We're here with Ben Lowe, Marketing Director of High Point Climbing and Fitness. Ben, tell us a little bit about the gym, this large, really big climbing gym. Tell us what it's all about.
Yeah, so basically we opened up in 2013, and like you said, we're one of the largest climbing gyms in the Southeast. And our goal here is to allow anybody that's interested to come in and try rock climbing.
So you have indoor and outdoor climbing, so it's not just what we see here. There's a whole nother thing on the front of the building.
Right, that's one of our biggest assets here. Is we have a massive climbing wall right on the front of the building. You can climb about 65 feet high up above Broad Street.
So rock climbing in Chattanooga, they're kind of synonymous, right? Like they go hand in hand.
They go pretty well together. There's a lot of people that move to Chattanooga just for the rock climbing.
Did you live here before you started working here, or how did you get here?
I moved here about 6 years ago, before I started working at High Point, and I was actually one of those people. I moved here specifically for the rock climbing and the other outdoor activities.
Why do you think people are moving to Chattanooga and picking it as a place to live?
You know, I think people they're just looking for more active things to do, and if you live an active lifestyle, if you like to climb, bike, paddle, run, any of those things, Chattanooga is the perfect place for it. We have all those things and some of the world's best right here in our own backyard.
Thanks for joining us on the Bellhop's High Five Chattanooga edition. We'll see you next time in our next city.